So we're going to time travel back a little bit because we need to look at this one guy. He's a German philosopher. His name is Karl Marx. Now, he is pretty well known. You may have heard of him before because, you know, he was 5'9". He was pretty famous for that. But he also did write the Communist Manifesto. And most importantly, apart from being 5'9", of course, he did criticize capitalism a lot. And one of his big criticisms of capitalism was it was a hypothetical of what could happen to capitalism in the future if somebody were to take it a bit too far, right? So he introduced this idea, and it's known as commodity fetishism. And basically what that is, it's when we assign power or value to something that has no inherent value, of course, but we forget what people had to do in order to give that item power or to create that item in the first place. Now, I feel like there's no better example, like to show what this does to somebody, or people, in this case, a community, is Haijime Kashimo from JJK, because he gets a lot of overglaze, and I feel like that is a perfect example here. Now, I'm going to need you to stay with me on this one, because it might sound like a bit of a reach. Now, commodity fetishism is basically defined as what I said before, when you take something at face value for what it is said to be, rather than what actually goes into it. So, Haijime Kashimo, right, introduced as this ancient sorcerer, he's got all this hype and aura surrounding him and all that bullshit. You know, we hate to see it. It makes no fucking sense most of the time. He's just a bum. Now, ironically, he is from a period of just bums and farmers, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Basically, he has no wins to back him up. However, people are still fans of him because of what he could potentially, the keyword here is potentially, bring to the table. Now, let's put this hypothetically, and let's view him as like a stock. We'll say that he's like a stock in a stock market. When people buy this stock, aka the fans of Kashimo, they're hoping on a return on investment, aka they're hoping that he lives up to the potential that he is shown to have. And the issue is, he didn't live up to any of that. All he really did was kill a panda and get turned into a Waffle House menu item. Now, sorry. The issue is that people are taking him at what he could offer rather than what he does offer to the narrative itself. And basically they're whipping up shit in a kettle here, right? So basically, the issue is, when that Sukuna fight happened, when he actually fought Sukuna, they were all hoping that he was going to live up to the aura and potential. He didn't. Obviously, we know this. Now, that is basically when the stock market crashed. See, there was, 1929, pretty much started the Great Depression. Pretty shitty, pretty tragic. There's 2008, pretty much destroyed Wall Street for a while. And then, of course, there is Sukuna versus Kashimo, and that is the worst stock market crash in history if we're looking at this, metaphor here. Now, I just feel like this is something to think about, because it's something that has been bugging me for a while, and I've told a few people about this, and I feel like I just needed to get this off my chest. So thank you for listening.